Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Bob Smith. It's Sister Billy Bethany Smith, honey. Honey, we've been banned from live streaming, honey, on the other channel, honey, because you know what, honey? We've been doing warnings and public service announcements, honey, child. And honey, do you know that somebody said they was harassing and bullying, honey boo? I don't think so, honey boo. Anyway, boo, they done took that video down, boo. Off of YouTube, honey boo. So you know what we did, honey? We uploaded that mofo to every other video site we could, including Russia YouTube, boo. So, boo, it's about to get started live, boo. You ready for some party, boo? Let's party, boo. Wow, boo. By the way,
this is Kazar, and you're listening to Chill Your Mind.
Yeah, that's Kazar, whoever he is. But yeah, we've got 0 viewers right about now, and we are about to get started. Public service announcement. Warning labels. Are they bullying and harassing people?
I just need to feel your vibe. We don't need all the budget. Baby, just chill, smoke fire. Feel so right. They take you to another place. Feel so right. Feel so right. Yeah. Let me take you to don't you worry, baby, just lay down with me. We are nowhere, and I won't mind you free. I know your story, baby, don't you have for me? With you, with you, with you. Feel so high, feel so high.
We're just trying to get the crew together, you know. See what's up. We're on a different channel with 0 subscribers. And right now we've got 0 viewers.
Feel so free. I love it when you give your heart to me. There's nowhere I would rather be. It's easy to see why I feel
So good, yeah. Listen, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank all of the future viewers and listeners that's going to be tuning into this one in the future. Thank you. And I hope you're having a great summer. It is hot out here in Southern California. 104.
Yo, Holiday, are you for real?
Darn, that's pretty darn hot. You can fry an egg on top of your car hood with that one.
Yeah, Holiday.
So yeah, today we're going to be talking about public service announcements, warning labels, and harassment and bullying. What is the difference? Is there a difference? What do you think? Do you think that there's a difference? I don't know. I think there's a big difference between bullying and harassing people. I think that and even public service announcements and warning people. We have Jehovah's Witnesses going from door to door every day of the week. They come uninvited to my door and to your door. Okay? And they don't ask, hey, can I come to your door at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning? You know, when most people, that's their first day off from work. They've worked hard all week long, 5 days a week, 40-hour work shifts and weeks, and maybe even more. Many people work 60 and 70 and even 80 hours or more. 80 hours, okay? They've got families, they've got bills, they've got mortgages, they've got credit cards, and they've got hella stress. And they came home Friday night, fed their family dinner, got the kids cleaned up and ready for bed, some things, and then finally, maybe around midnight, they finally got a chance to sit down for themselves and watch a little TV or go on the computer, eat a little dinner before heading off to bed themselves. And here you are, 9 o'clock in the freaking morning, okay? This person might have finally got some REM sleep around 3 or 4 in the morning. And then a couple of hours later, you're, hi there, I was just in the neighborhood sharing a brief Bible message with everyone. Could I share a brief Bible message with you? The world is in a terrible state. It's going to end real soon. And this person finally got a couple of hours of good sleep. They probably haven't slept in years, really. You know what I mean? They went to bed and closed their eyes, but most people don't have a lot of great sleep. There's a lot of stress going on for everybody. I don't care who you are. And you are knocking at their door, 9 o'clock in the morning, and here comes you and your crew, and you're not there for that person. You're waking that person up and their family and their kids. They're trying to make sure their kids sleep another hour or so, because that means that the parents can have another hour or so of rest, maybe. And here you are early in the morning, you know. It's not quite first thing 8 a.m., but it's 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., you know. You're supposed to be able to sleep in on your Saturdays, but no, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to make sure you don't. And you're not even there for that person. You want that person to believe you're there for them, but you're really there for yourself. And don't tell me, oh no, we're there because we want to save them from Armageddon and we don't want to see them die. No, you are there for your own selfish reason. You don't want to get destroyed at Armageddon. That's why you're there. Don't tell me you're there for me. Don't tell me you're at my front doorstep unannounced. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know I existed until I opened my door. And you mean to tell me you want to save my life, and that's why you're in front of my doorstep at 9 o'clock in the Saturday morning, and it's freaking Christmas, or you know, it's a major holiday. It's Thanksgiving, you know, and you're at my doorstep with some pamphlets in a dress or in a suit and a tie? Are you kidding me? Who are you trying to kid? Who are you trying to convince here? Me, you, or Jehovah? You're not there for nobody but yourself. You don't want to be destroyed at Armageddon, and that's why you peddle this stuff up and down the highways and out here in the streets. Am I lying or what? It's the truth. Look, we need to be honest with ourselves, people. Sure, you love people, okay? Sure, you don't want anybody to be hurt, right? We all, you know, I don't want anyone to be hurt, but if I don't know you exist, open a knock on a stranger's door and you answer it, how authentic and genuine is my statement to you about God and the Bible and saving life and preventing someone from being destroyed at Armageddon? You're lying to yourself. You are there because you don't want to be destroyed. You don't want to be blood guilty. Okay? And then you can pat it around that. But understand the real truth there. You have to do this. Your life is at stake. Anyway, so check this out here, okay? What we've done, we've had a bus stop thing, you know, and in the big cities, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they love to go to the bus stops. And the reason they do is because the bus stops, believe it or not, oh, we've got one person watching. Thank you for watching, whoever you are. I don't think you're one of the regular viewers from the other channel, but I appreciate you tuning in. Anyway, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they love to go to the bus stops and target people waiting there on the bus stops, especially on the weekdays, on Monday morning when people are on their way to work. And when you've got a major city like LA out here in Hollywood, Santa Monica, you know, these bus stops are very busy. There's all kinds of people coming through. And this is the perfect target for Jehovah's Witnesses and their quote unquote field service or their preaching missionary work. What they tend to do is hover around the bus stops. They'll park clear or close by, and then they'll sit there and watch the bus stop. And then whoever stands there, you know, whoever's getting ready to go to work, or if it's a student, they're standing there to get on the bus to get to work. They're not standing there for the Jehovah's Witnesses, but Jehovah's Witnesses think it's for them, right? So they're like, oh, goody, there's a person standing there, and the person can't slam the door in their face. You know, it's not like if they came to your front door and you answered and you realized it was Jehovah's Witnesses and you said, oh, no, thank you, goodbye. And they were like, but wait a minute, sir, and you just slammed the door in their face and that was that, right? You can't do that at a bus stop. You got to wait there for the bus. So Jehovah's Witnesses, they feel like, well, this is the perfect scenario, you know, this person can't tell me no. I can still stand there, and not only that, I can get more than one person because there's going to be several people standing there. If you catch it at like on a Monday morning around 8 o'clock or a weekday morning around 8, certain areas in the LA area and Hollywood and Santa Monica and Venice Beach, even way out in Venice Beach and Malibu and all of these places, there are major bus stops and railway stations and train stations and subway stations and all of that, where the Jehovah's Witnesses love to hover and snag people. It's a little bit more difficult because we have some activists going to the Jehovah's Witnesses and, you know, talking to them as they're out here preaching to others. We've got people talking to the Jehovah's Witnesses and sharing things about their organization that they don't even want to know about. And I stress the word want to know about, because, you know, when you mention things like the child molestation and you mention things like the cover-ups, I have yet to see a Jehovah's Witness react with shock or surprise. And I have talked to a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in the past, wow, you know, the past 5 years for sure. A lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in the Los Angeles, Hollywood, North Hollywood, Glendale, Monrovia, LA County area, the whole county. I've talked to a lot of them, men, women, sisters, Jehovah's Witness sisters. I've talked to elderly sisters that had silver hair. I've talked to young women that looked like they might have just graduated high school. Same thing. I've talked to young men the same age. I've talked to old heads that were elders, people of status within their congregation, and everything in between. I've talked to elders, ministerial servants, just straight up rank and file publishers, inactive Jehovah's Witnesses, active Jehovah's Witnesses, Bethel people. And I have yet to come across a single Jehovah's Witness that reacts with shock or surprise. Have not seen it on any YouTube channels. And there's a lot of people talking to the Jehovah's Witnesses. We've got Zeb Freestone. Check him out on YouTube. I'm Worldly. That's his YouTube name. I'm Worldly. That's all you got to put into the YouTube search thing, and you'll find him. He has a lot of cool videos where he goes into the kingdom halls to talk to the Jehovah's Witnesses and let them know about the Austrian Royal Commission and the two-witness rule. He goes to the carts out in public. When they're out in public, he talks to them, and he has videos of it. I think he went to the memorial even. So, is this something that people feel this is harassment and bullying? You know, a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, have been saying that these kinds of things are just total waste of time and they're just terrible things, and people need to stop doing these things. But what do you think about that? Do you think that that's a bullying tactic? Do you think that that's something terrible? Well, who knows, right? Who knows, right? Well, some people say no, it isn't bullying or harassment. They say it's a measure that some people need. Personally, I think there's room for all kinds as long as you're within the limits of the law and you're doing it in a safe way. I don't subscribe to hurting people, with violence, anything like that. Conflicts can be handled without having to hurt physical harm on any person. And but unfortunately, the legal system isn't perfect, no matter where you live, and there's still a lot of criminals that are in kingdom halls, quite frankly. And if you feel that that statement is harassing and bullying and persecuting Jehovah's Witnesses, what about all the victims? What about all the children that are being molested, and you're sitting there saying they need to have two witnesses to the account? I spoke to a police officer earlier this morning, and when I told her, she's a lieutenant in the sex crimes unit, and when I told her about the two-witness rule, she interrupted me and said, that'll never happen, because if there were two witnesses, I would arrest them for witnessing that crime. So basically, Jehovah's Witness two-witness rule, that policy, you know what it is? It is a binder to commit a crime. In maybe most states of the US, and I would venture to say most countries in the Western civilization. I am not familiar at all with any kind of law or legal policies in the East. So they might have a whole different thing there. But I am familiar with many state laws in the US. I'm familiar with laws in Germany and in Australia. A very superficial familiarity. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have any deep insight, or I cannot help you with legal battles. But I can point you to information and phone numbers of attorneys that can. And I can give you lists of those if you want. But going back to this, demanding that elders and Jehovah's Witness men enforce a two-witness rule that says any allegations of child sexual abuse have to have two eyewitnesses before we can do anything about it. And even if there's a confession, we're going to only report it to the Watchtower Legal Department. And then we'll wait back and see what they say to us. Nowhere in their documents does it say you must call police. It does not have that. They don't want that. Jehovah's Witness organization does not want that. But this two-witness rule basically forces people, it forces elders for sure, it forces the Jehovah's Witnesses to break the law, because there's not going to be two witnesses. Those two, if there were two witnesses, they would have also broke the law, okay? And them saying, oh yeah, we witnessed this. You're going to stand there and just watch a kid get molested? You see? Excuse me. It's not going to happen. No perpetrator is going to say, hey, you two over there, come with me. I'm going to go and I want you to witness this here. Nobody's going to do that. And even if they did that, those two people would know that they would be in trouble for standing there. And then, you know, you're going to see this, and you're going to see this begin to happen to a kid. You're going to see this person begin to hurt a kid, and you're going to stand there and witness it and not do anything. Stop it before it starts. So then if there are two eyewitnesses, they are going to stop the act before it even happens. You see, it is not the way that the Jehovah's Witnesses have this set up. It sets it up for pedophilia to not only happen, okay, but it sets it up for it to breed and repeat through generations and cycles and cycles and cycles and cycles. And it sets the Jehovah's Witnesses up to commit crime. All men are looked to take on what they call privileges, including, you know, becoming an elder. Not everyone becomes an elder, but there's a strong pressure for the men to reach out for these types of positions. And if you're a man that isn't in these positions, you're kind of looked down on by the good old boys, the men's club, you know, the other elders there, the other men that have positions of authority and leadership. You know, and it all depends. Some congregations are so dry, they barely have any members, so they're just glad a warm body is sitting in the kingdom hall, and they don't really care if you're going to be an elder or a ministerial servant. Right? They're just so glad you came because they've lost so many members. But the point is, with all of this police officer basically said, I would be arresting those two witnesses along with the perpetrator, because that's a crime. So anyway, it's time for some more music. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to see where everybody's at. Been banned from live streaming on the other channel. It's all right. We'll just open up this one, man. This one's been around anyway, but it's a good opportunity to make use of the Armchair Activist channel. It's really don't know what kind of a theme we want for this channel yet, but it's most likely going to be an easygoing, you know, sit back, relax in your easy chair type of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's play some more music. Thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Are you all over me? True, it hurts when you see rainy days hard to cheat to get to me. 'Cause I'm all over you. Are you all over me? True, it hurts when you see rainy days hard to cheat to get to me. Are you all over me? this for you. Some other time, in a different state of mind. Catching up when you're behind. 'Cause I'm all over you. Are you all over me? True, it hurts when you see rainy days are too cheap to get to me. 'Cause I'm all over you. Are you all over me? True, it hurts when you see rainy days are too cheap to get to me. Are you all over me? Are you all over me?
All right. I'm back. We are back. Okay, so what we've done is we have taken the video that was deleted and we have uploaded it to our YouTube. And let's see, how can we do this? Well, I think we're having some technical difficulties uploading it to the screen share here. I was going to show it through our YouTube. Maybe risk getting it taken down again off of this one. But in any case, yeah. So this is the first live stream for this one. We're going to close it out. Want to thank you for tuning in. We're going to upload some videos here on this channel real soon. We've got a lot of resources, a lot of information. So this is probably going to be maybe a semi-private channel when the other one gets flagged. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon.